Okay. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Agajanana Padmarkam, Gajanana Maharnisham, Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam, Ekadantamupasmahe. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Okay. So last week we were on the fourth lesson and we have to do the Anvay Rachana and the Kavi Parichaya also, right? Okay. So let us do the Kavi Parichaya and then we'll do the Anvay Rachana and continue with the Anvay Rachana in the next lesson also. Okay. So there will be some continuity. Is that okay?
Yes, Bhagini.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Samskrita Granthakara Parichayaha. In that, in this lesson we have Kavayitriyaha, Kavayitri, and in Bahuvachana Kavayitriyaha. Vijjika. Swatantra Kavyam Rachitavatishu Kavayitrishu Vijjikayaha Agrasthanam Asti. Vijayambika iti etasyaha aparam nama api asit. Vijjikayaha kalaha kaha asit iti nischayarupena kathanam yadyapi kashtakaram tathapi vidvansaha evam tarkayanti yat sa ashtame shatake asit iti. So she is the most popular one or has the agrasthanam among all the Kavayitris. And then her time is not known correctly, but they think it is 8th century. Karnataka Rajyam etasyaha janmasthalam. Kaumudi Mahotsava namakam aitihasikam natakam rachitavati asti esha. विंशतितमस्य शतकस्य पूर्वार्धे केरलराज्ये एतत् नाटकं प्राप्तम्. एतया रचिताः रमणीयाः 30 श्लोकाः अपि उपलभ्यन्ते. So the natakam that she has written was so Vimshati-tamasya shatakasya 20th century Purvarthe Kerala Rajye means in the first half of the 20th century Kerala Rajye etat natakam praptam means it was obtained, they found it. Etaya rachitaah ramaniyaah 30 shlokaah api upalabhyante. So another 30 shlokas that were written by her are also available or were found. Tirumalamba. Shodasha Shatake Jata Esha Vijayanagara Rajasya Achyuta Devasya Patni. So she is a queen. Varadambika Parinayaha Nama Champu Grantaha Etaya Likitaha. Granthasya Ante Esha Swavishaye Uktavati Asti Ityataha Etasyaha Desha Kaladi Vishayaha Sputataya Jnayante. So because she herself, she mentioned in that particular grantha her own details, we know her timeline very well. Varadambika Parinayaha Kaschana Aitihasikaha Grantaha. Varadamba etasyaha sapatni bhavati. Varadamba etasyaha sapatni bhavatiya.
Savati andi.
Oho. Varadamba etasyaha sapatni bhavati. Tathapi.
Sapatni Savati rendu okatేనేమోనండి.
Okay. Tathapi udarahridaya esha tam kavyadrishtya pashyanti ramaniyataya varnitavati asti. Lalita padarachana varnana chaturyam ityadayah etasyaha kavyasya vaishishyam. So Yavariki sapatni? Varadambika
వీళ్ళకి
is
అచ్యుతరాయలకి ఇద్దరు పెళ్ళాలండి.
Achyuta
ఆవిడ ఒక
Devaha.
తిరుమలాంబ వరదాంబ ఇద్దరు అనుకుంటా.
ఓహో.
ఈ తిరుమలాంబ వరదాంబ గురించి రాశారనమాట.
So ikkada etasyaha indicates whom? Varadamba.
ఏతస్య అంటే ఈవిడ వరదా
Tirumalamba.
ఈవిడ
But
Tirumulamba
Tirumulamba name is not given anywhere, no? It has not.
But it is about her, no, Bhagini. Etasyaha deshkaladi vishayaha sputataya jnayante.
But see, in any place,
No, she has
that
written about this Varadambika Parinayaha.
Okay,
So
got it.
Parinaya, Varadambika Parinayaha means Varadambika Pelli kada.
Correct. Sorry, I did not. I'm thinking the Kavitri name is Varadambika. Sorry, Tirumalamba is the Kavitri. So she is writing about Varadamba, who is her Savati. Okay, got it. Astu.
What is Savati?
Savati means like Kausalya and Kaikeyi are Savatis.
Co-sisters.
Co-wives.
Co-wives.
I never used that word. I never heard that word also.
Co-wives. Yeah.
There's no equivalent in English.
Yes.
No, that is, they had polygamy, right, those days.
Astu. Okay. Then we have Ramabhadraamba. सप्तदशशतके एषा तञ्जावूरुनगरे जाता. राजा रघुनाथनामकः एतस्याः पतिः. रघुनाथाभ्युदय नामकम् ऐतिहासिकं काव्यं रचितवती अस्ति एषा. पतिं श्रीरामस्य अवतारं मत्वा काव्यं रचितवती अस्ति. स्वस्य बहुभाषाप्रावीण्यं कविताप्राग्भल्यं च स्वग्रन्थे साभिमानं वर्णितवती अस्ति एषा. Swasya. So her own talents also she kind of explained or described in her grantha. Raghunathabhyudaya kavyam na kevalam kavya drishtya apitu aitihasika drishtya api vishesha mahatvam arhati. Raghunatha nayakasya आस्थाने आशु कविता रचना समर्थाः बह्व्यः कवयित्र्यः आसन् इति श्रूयते. So आशु.
Sorry, I got stuck in the previous sentence, madam. 1 second. स्वस्य बहुभाषा प्रावीण्यं कविता प्रागल्भ्यं च स्वग्రంథే స్వాభిమానం వర్ణితవతి. అంటే స్వాభిమానం కూడా కలిపండి, 3 కలిపండి రాసింది. వర్ణితవతి అస్తి ఏష అని చెప్పంటే
అంటే సాభిమానం అంటే నేను అనుకోవటం
ఒకటి, కవితా ప్రాగల్భ్యం ఒకటి, 2.
ఆ రెండు ఐ థింక్ మోడెస్ట్లీ she described them.
స్వాభిమానం అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ సాభిమానం ఓకే, నా స్వాభిమానం. స్వాభిమానం
not
అంటే
స్వాభిమానం. With some kind of modesty is what I'm thinking.
With modesty, సాభిమానం. But that's అభిమానం అనేది ద్వితీయ విభక్తి కాదండి అయితే ఇక్కడ.
అభిమానః అది అంటే we have to see. We have to see if it is.
It looks like.
We have. Let me see if it is.
ఉంటుందండి ఇది నిజంతమో తద్దితంతో ఉంటుంది ఇది.
1 second. No. It will be a samasta padam. Sa abhimanam ante with abhimanam annattu.
అవును, అభిమానం అనేది అక్కడ.
So abhimanam here sammananiya lekapothe a little bit of ante there are 2 meanings. Of course the second meaning does not apply here. The second meaning says ahankara darpamu atlaga, but the first meaning says gaurava yogya bhavana swabhimana in that sense. So I am thinking basically modestly.
With modesty, okay.
I didn't understand both these sentences,
of this word.
So I am thinking because no, ante in the context, in the given context, I'm thinking she must not have written very haughtily about herself, right? So I am assuming that it is we have to take the meaning of this word as a little modestly, or or with self-respect also.
No,
Bhagini, in the
meaning
previous
understood,
sentence,
madam.
Huh?
What my question is about this vibhakti of this word.
Vibhakti, abhimanam is napumsakalinga shabda is also there. Pumlinga shabda is also there. Actually, no,
Okay.
only pumlinga shabda is there. So it is dvitiya vibhakti only.
So that is my question.
అయితే
How will the dvitiya
స్వాభిమానంగా
vibhakti be
ఇప్పుడు
appropriate here is what I'm looking at.
or swabhimananni, here in two ways we can take. In her grantha she described her what do you say, that abhimanam,
her bahubhasha pravinyam and kavita pragalpyam with modesty she wrote in her book. That is what is understood.
Yes,
but with modesty it should be tritiya vibhakti maximum.
అంటే మనం తెలుగులో చెప్పాలనుకోండి, నాట్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్, ఇఫ్ యు వర్ టు సే ద సేమ్ సెంటెన్స్ ఇన్ తెలుగు, హౌ డు వి సే స్వాభిమానంగా?
ఇష్టపడుతూ రాసింది స్వాభిమానం, నాట్ స్వాభిమానం కాదు ఇక్కడ,
నాట్ స్వాభిమానం, సాభిమానం. But then the meaning for abhimana is also given as swabhimana.
Yeah, okay.
So we can take it as a swabhimana also. Swa abhimana also we can take. So pride, a little bit of pride in oneself.
With self pride, self esteem.
With some self esteem. Yeah.
Bhagini, previous sentence, Patim Sri Ramasya Avataram Matva Kavyam Rachitavati Asti ante, she's written Patim. Why the word Patim means what here?
Patim is dvitiya vibhakti.
So she assumed her husband to be Sri Rama's avataram.
She assumed her husband as Sri Rama and wrote this as a Sri Rama's avatara, not Sri Rama himself. She considered her husband as an avatara of Sri Rama and she wrote this kavyam.
Okay. So swasya bahubhasha, that means she was multilinguistic.
Yes. Swasya bahubhasha pravinyam kavita pragbhalyam means her expertise in writing poetry. Cha swagranthe sabhimanam varnitavati asti. So sabhimanam here with self-esteem you can say, or modesty you can say. In both ways we can take that. She described her bahubhasha pravinyam and kavita pragbhalyam, means her skills of multilinguism and poetry, like her what do you say, who is very good at writing poetry, what do we say?
Poet, esteemed poetess.
Yeah, so she described her own talents in these two areas with some self-esteem or self-respect or modesty.
Poetic talent.
However you want to put that sabhimanam, you can take. Sabhimanam varnitavati. Bahubhasha pravinyanni kavita pragbhalyanni sabhimananga varninchindi. Ga ostundi ikkada, if we want to take it the dvitiya vibhakti sense. Okay, anyways, so and then Raghunathabhyudaya kavyam na kevalam kavya drishtya apitu aitihasika drishtya api vishesha mahatvam arhati. Raghunatha Nayakasya Asthane Ashu Kavita Rachana Samarthaha Bahyaha Kavitriyaha Asan iti Shruyate. So Ashu Kavita Rachana Samarthaha, Ashu Kavi means he who says poetry at the spur of the moment. They can make it up instantly. So you just mention a word to them and immediately they will be able to write a poem on that word, on that object or person or just a word or whatever. So that is called Ashu Kavitvam, means just saying out of just like that. Ashu Kavi is one who can do that, who can
extempore.
So it is believed that Raghunatha Nayakasya Asthane. In his Asthanam, there are many, poetesses who are who have this quality of Ashukavitvam. Tasu Anyatama Madhuravani Nama Kavayitri Raghunatha Nayakena Rachitam Telugu Ramayanam Samskritena Anuditavati Asti. So among them, among those so many poetesses who are in his Asthanam, one among them by the name Madhuravani, she translated the Grantha written by Raghunatha into Sanskritam, and he wrote it in Telugu, obviously Telugu Ramayanam Samskritena Anuditavati Asti. So she translated that into Sanskritam. And then we have Ganga Devi. Ganga Devi. Esha Vijayanagara Sthapakasya Bukkarayasya Snusha. Snusha means daughter-in-law. Kampanarayasya Patni. Veerakampanaraya Charitam iti kavyam rachitavati asti esha. Madhura Vijayam iti tasyaiva kavyasya aparam nama. So another name for this kavyam, Veerakampanaraya Charitam. Veerakampanaraya Charitam, another name for that is Madhura Vijayam. Etat api aitihasikam kavyam. Ganga Devi Chaturdashe Shatake Asit. Etasyaha kavyasya bhasha sarala. Etasyaha kalpanaha nutanaha sandarbhochitaha cha bhavanti. So, this grantha is also Aitihasika grantha, and it is believed that she was in the 14th century, and her style of language that she uses is very simple, and her imagination and sandarbhochitaha, it fits into the context very well. Varnanani na ati dirghani na nirasani va. So the descriptions are not too lengthy nor too short. Ataha eva prasiddheshu kavyeshu anyatamatvena pariganyate etasyaha kavyamapi. So for that reason, her grantha is one among the famous kavyas. And then we have Deva Kumarika. Esha Udayapura Rajavamshiya Rajnyaha Amarasimhasya Patnicha. Esha Saptadasha Shatake Asit. Vaidyanatha Prasada Prashastihi Ityetat Prashasti Kavyam Rachitavati Asti Esha. Prashasti Kavyam means like in praise of, right? Vaidyanatha Prasada Prashastihi Ityetat Prashasti Kavyam Rachitavati Asti Esha. Deva Kumarika. And then we have Kshamara. Esha Gatasya Shatakasya Purvarthe Sthita Sreshta Kavaitri. Maharashtra Rajye Jatayaha Etasyaha Pita Shankara Panditaha Mata Usha. Vaidyam Raghavendra Rao Varyam Parinitavati. Esha Samskrita Sahitya Kshetre Vishesha Parishramam Kritavati Asti. So her father is Shankara Panditaha, mother is Usha. She married a doctor by the name of Raghavendra Rao. And she's very, skilled in the language, Samskritam. And she also contributed a lot to the field of Samskritam. Etasyaha Dwadasha Kritayaha Mudritaha Santi. Tasu Shankara Jeevanakhyanam Tukaramacharitam Ramadasa Charitam Swarajya Vijayaha Ityadini Mahakavyani Meera Lahari Taya Virachitam Khandakavyam Vichitra Parishadyatra Namake Laghu Pustake Ante Samskrita Prachara Vishaye Taya Evam Prartyate. So she has written so many of those granthas, and 12 of those have been printed also. And among the printed ones, the ones that are listed there, Shankara Jeevanakhyanam, तुकारामचरितं, रामदासचरितं, स्वराज्यविजयः इत्यादीनि महाकाव्यानि. Meera Lahari api is there, written by her. It is a Khandakavyam. Vichitra Parishadyatra Namake Laghu Pustake Ante. So this is there. It will show her how she, propagated or popularized or promoted Samskritam. Samskritadhitinaha santu sarve Bharata bhumijaha संस्कृतेनैव कुर्वन्तु व्यवहारं परस्परं संस्कृतज्ञानमासाद्य संस्कृताचारवृत्तयः सर्वतः संस्कृतीभूय सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वतः. So Samskritadhitinaha means everybody should do adhyayanam of Sanskritam. Okay. Bharata bhumijaha means bharatiyaha, Indians. Samskritena eva kurvantu vyavaharam parasparam. So any transactions should be done only through Samskritam. Samskrita jnanam asadhya samskritachara vrittayaha. So basically we have to acquire the knowledge of Sanskritam and also put the practices into action. Sarvataha samskriti bhuya sukhinaha santu sarvataha. So sarvataha is from everywhere, from all sides. Samskriti bhuya sukhinaha santu sarvataha. So everybody by adapting to the culture, let everybody be happy. Okay, so now we'll do the Anvaya Rachana and then come back to the exercise at the end of the lesson. So the Anvaya Rachana. अन्येद्युरात्मानुचरस्य भावं जिज्ञासमाना मुनिहोमधेनुः गङ्गाप्रपातान्तविरूढशष्पं गौरीगुरोर्गह्वरमाविवेश. गौरीगुरोः गह्वः अमाविवेश. Gahvaram actually. Gahvaram avivesh. So Gahvaram is cave. Gauri Guroho Gahvaram Avivesha. Gauri Guruhu means who? Lord Shiva, right? Gauri Guroho. No, here we have to take it as Himavan. Because this is all happening in the caves of or the mountain range of the Himalaya. So here Gauri Guruhu means father of Gauri, and Gahvaram cave. So Himavan's cave, in a cave of in the mountains of Himalaya, Avivesha entered. When did he enter? Anyedyuhu means on the next day. Atmanucharasya bhavam jignasamana munihomadhenuhu. Munihomadhenuhu is Nandini. Okay, the Muni's homadhenuhu. To jignasamana, to know, with a desire to know what? Bhavam means the sankalpam of the person. Of which person? Atmanucharasya, he who is following her, which is King Dilipa. Atmanucharasya means Anucharaha, means follower, of whom Atma, self. So whoever is following her, means her here is Nandini. To know the intention of that person. Bhavam jignasamana munihomadhenuhu Ganga prapatanta virudha shashpam Gauri Guroho Gahvaram Avivesha. So basically Ganga Prapatanta Virudha Shashpam is on the banks of river Ganga, which are filled with that kind of weeds that grow on the banks of the river, right? So on the banks of the river Ganga, there is a cave which she entered to know the intention of her Anucharaha. And by intention, how do you say that? How sincerely is he doing this vratam? Okay, to test that. How much of himself can he give to actually, show his loyalty? So to test that, she enters the cave of the Himalaya Parvata. Okay. So here let us look at the Tatparyam. Ekavimshati dinani gatani. Dvavimshati tame dine eka ghatana abhavat. Munidhenuhu nandini dilipasya bhavam parikshitum ishtavati. Ataha sa tasmin dine ganga prapate yatra trunani bahuni asan tadrisham ekam mahagahvaram pravishtavati. So she entered a cave. Now here the Kriyapadam is avivesha, means entered. Pravishtavati. It is the Kriyapadam. Ka avivesha, who entered? Munihoma dhenuhu. Kidrishi munihoma dhenuhu. What kind of munihoma dhenuhu? So the adjective we have to see. Jignasamana. She, the munihoma dhenu, who is curious or who desires to know. Kam jignasamana. What does she want to know? Bhavam. Kasya bhavam? Atmanucharasya. Kim avivesha? So to know. To know what? The bhavam. Whose bhavam? Atmanucharasya. Okay, so to know the bhavam of her Atmanucharasya, she entered. Okay, she entered. What did she enter? Kim avivesha gahvaram. Kidrisham gahvaram. How is this cave? Ganga prapatanta virudha shashpam. Okay, which is on the banks of the river Ganga, where the grass is grown, in depth. Kasya gahvaram. Now, whose cave is this? Gauri Guroho. Kada avivesha anyedyuhu. When did she enter? On the next day. So, after 21 days is over, on the 22nd day, she decides to test him and she enters this cave. Okay, is that clear? So let us look at the next shloka. Tato mrigendrasya mrigendragami vadhaya vadhyasya sharam sharanyaha jatabhishango nripatir nishangat uddhartumaichat prasabodhutarihi actually. Okay. So here tataha mrigendrasya mrigendragami vadhaya vadhyasya sharam sharanyaha jatabhishangaha nripatihi nishangat uddhartum aichat prasabodhutarihi. Okay, so what happens here basically is, before analyzing this shloka, let us look at the two lines given right above this shloka. Anantara kshane kenachit krurena simhena nandini dhenuhu akranta. Nandini akrandanam kritavati. Raja simham apashyat. Okay, anantara kshane. So the Nandini entered the cave, and the very next minute, kenachit krurena simhena nandini dhenuhu akranta, attacked. So she was attacked by some, cruel lion. Nandini akrandanam kritavati. So she cried out. Raja simham apashyat. And then Dilipa saw the lion. Okay. Now let us look at the shloka. Tataha mrigendrasya mrigendragami vadhaya vadhyasya sharam sharanyaha jatabhishangaha nripatihi nishangat uddhartum aichat prasabodhutarihi. Okay. So here, then what happens is, the king will try to draw an arrow from his nishanga, from his quiver, to kill this lion that attacked Nandini. Now, vadhyasya here means that which deserves to die. Okay. So it will be Visheshana to Mrigendrasya vadhaya. Okay, to kill the lion. Sharam means he took out that arrow from the quiver, Nishangat. Who? Nripati means the king. And then Jatabhishangaha. So here, while he was drawing the arrow from his quiver, Jatabhishangaha. So we have to look at this in a way from Raghuvamsha's king's point of view. So in Raghuvamsha, all the kings are like so powerful. They never let anything happen, with negligence. So to Dileepa, this is a very big insult. How can a lion attack the cow that is under his protection? So he feels that he has been defeated because right in front of his eyes, he sees that the cow is being attacked by a lion. So he feels, very defeated. And then Uddhartum. Uddhartum is to kill, basically. Aichat. He wants to kill this lion which attacked the cow. Prasabodhutarihi. So now this is an adjective of the king itself, of Nripatihi. So who defeated his enemies. Arihi means enemy, right? So Prasabodhutarihi is basically he who kills enemies. Okay, his enemies. So here another word is Mrigendragami. Mrigendragami means he who has the walking style similar to a lion. Many times kings are compared to lions because of the style of they walk is one thing. Another thing is, of course, their courage and that fierceness that they have and all. There are many qualities with which they might be compared to a lion. Here, he who has the gait of a lion. Mrigendragami means he who has the gait of a lion. So here again, Mrigendragami is also referring to Dileepa. Okay. So now let us look at the Tatparyam. Anantaram yada Dileepaha simham apashyat dhenoho akrandanam cha ashrunot tada tasya apamanaha abhavat. Saha shatrunam vinashane patuhu. He is very capable of destroying his enemies. Ashritanam rakshanaha api samarthaha. Whoever takes refuge in him, he successfully protects them. Simhena nandini akranta tatkshane eva Dileepaha simham marayitum tunirat banam svikartum ishtavan. So the minute he saw that, he felt very insulted, and then his immediate reaction was to take an arrow from the quiver to kill this lion, which deserves to be killed. Okay, Mritasya, Mrigendrasya. Sorry, Vadhyasya Mrigendrasya means that which deserves to die. Okay, now let us look at the Anvaya Rachana. Aichat is the Kriyapadam here, means Ishtavan. Kaha Aichat Nripatihi. Who likes or who wants to do something? The king. Kidrishaha Nripatihi. What kind of king? Jatabhishangaha. Means Jatabhishangaha means he who feels insulted or defeated. Punaha Kidrishaha Prasabodhutarihi. So he who can get rid of the enemies. Punaha Kidrishaha Sharanyaha. Sharanyaha means of those who take refuge with him, and he who offers protection to whoever comes for refuge. Punaha Kidrishaha Mrigendragami, he who has the gait of a lion. Kim Kartumaichat. So all these are adjectives of Nripatihi. Kim Kartumaichat Uddhartum. means to kill, to defeat. Kam uddhartum sharam. Sorry, here uddhartum is not killing, to take out only, to take out. Uddhartum, okay. To take out the arrow. Kam uddhartum, sharam uddhartum, arrow. Kasmat uddhartum, from where? Nishangat. Kimartham vadhaya. For what purpose does he want to take out this sharam? To kill, vadhaya. Kasya vadhaya, mrigendrasya vadhaya. Kidrishasya mrigendrasya, what kind of mrigendras vadhaya he wants to take out? Vadhyasya, means that which deserves to be killed. Kada aichat tataha, means after that, means after he sees the lion attacking Nandini. So that is the second shloka. We have only 2 shlokas in this lesson. So let us now move on to the 5th lesson. Here also let us do the Anvay Rachana first, so that we'll have that continuation. Okay. So as and when Dilipa lifts his hand to take the arrow from his quiver, Yada Dilipaha Simham Marayitum Prayatnam Kritavan, Tada Tasya Karaha Nishange Eva Samlagnaha Abhavat. Kimapi Kartum Ashaktaha Raja Bahu Kupitaha Abhavat. Tada Simhaha Dilipam Kathayati. So when he lifted his hand to take the arrow out of the quiver, his hand gets stuck there. So he is not even able to bring it down. It gets stuck there, and that is another insult to him. He already is very angry that how can this happen? How can a lion come and attack the cow that is under his protection? He's already angry, and then his hand gets stuck in that same position when you put it behind you to pull out the arrow. So now he got even more angry. And then the Simha spoke to Dilipa. Tamarya grihyam nigrihita dhenuhu manushya manuvamsha ketum vismayayan vismitamatma vrittau simhoru sattvam nijagada simhaha. Okay. Nigrihita dhenuhu, that which has caught hold of the cow. Okay. Tamarya grihyam. Tamarya grihyam means tam arya grihyam. Arya grihyam, tam arya grihyam. Manuvamsha ketum. All these are adjectives of Dilipa. Okay. Manushya vacha. So the lion spoke to the king, and how is the king referred to here? Tam, to him. Arya grihyam, he who is respected among men. And then manuvamsha ketum. So again, this is also another adjective of Dilipa. Manuvamsha ketu means the jewel of the mankind. Okay. Manushya vacha. How did she communicate with this king? Manushya vacha, in a language spoken by the humans. And who communicated? Nigrihita dhenu. So that which captured the cow means the simha. Vismayayan. Vismayayan means causing surprise. Vismitam atma vrittau simhoru sattvam nijagada simhaha. Here simhoru sattvam also is an adjective of the king only. Okay, who has the strength of a lion. Simhoru sattvam. This is also in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Here all these words are in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So simhaha nijagada. The lion spoke. Okay. And then here Vismayayan means he who is surprised. This is in Shatranta. So Vismayayan is he who is surprised. Surprised about what? Atma Vrittau, the position that he is in right now. Okay, Vismitam Atma Vrittau. To he who is already surprised at his state of position, in whichever position he is right now, again causing him to be surprised, because he was not expecting a lion to talk in human language. So already he is in a state of shock that how can this happen to him? And then when he sees the lion speaking, that surprises him again. Okay. So let us read the Tatparyam. Yada Dilipasya bahuhu stabdaha abhavat tada saha bahu vismitaha. Tasminneva samaye simhaha manushya dilipam udrishya akathayat. Simhaha manushya yat avadat tat shrutva raja nitaram ascharya-chakitaha abhavat. So he who is already in a state of shock again was surprised to see that the lion is talking in human language. So here the Kriya Padam is Nijagada, Akathayat. Kaha Nijagada? Simhaha Nijagada. Simha spoke. Kidrishaha Simhaha Nigrihita Dhenuhu. Okay, this is an adjective for Simhaha, that which captured the cow. Punaha Kidrishaha Vismayayan. Vismayayan means causing surprise. So, so this is Shatranta, and an adjective for Simhaha means it caused the king to be surprised by talking in human language. Kaya Vismayayan, how did the lion cause the king to be surprised? Manushya Vacha, by speaking in human language. Kam Vismayayan, whom did she make feel surprised? Tam. Here Tam indicates Dilipa. Kidrisham Tam, what kind of Tam here? He is Simhoru Sattvam, he who has the strength of a lion. Punaha Kidrisham Manuvamsha Ketum. Punaha Kidrisham Aryagrihyam. Punaha Kidrisham Vismitam, he who is already surprised. Surprised with what? Atma Vrittav, in his own state of, position that he is in. Kutra Vismitam Atma Vrittav. Okay, this is Vishayadikarana. So that is why we have Kutra. Atma Vrittav means in his own, the state that he is in. Okay, that already he is surprised, and he is again made to be surprised by the lion by speaking in Manushya Vacha. Okay. Then any questions, or shall we move on to the next shloka? Okay. So the next shloka is Kailasa Gauram Vrishamarurukshoho Padarpananugraha Prishtham Avehi Mam Kinkaram Ashtamurtehe Kumbhodaram Nama Nikumbha Mitram. Now the lion spoke, right? The lion is speaking. So what is he saying? Kailasa Gauram Vrishamarurukshoho Padarpananugraha Prishtham Avehi Mam Kinkaram Ashtamurtehe Kumbhodharam Nama Nikumbha Mitram. I am a friend of Nikumbha by the name of Kumbhodhara. So my name is Kumbhodhara, and I am the friend of Nikumbha. Nikumbha is also another servant of Shiva. Kailasa Gauram. Kailasa Gauram means as white as the Mount Kailasa. Vrisham. Vrisham here is the bull. So the bull that is as white as the Kailasa. Arurukshoho Ashtamurtehe. Arurukshoho means climbing. And by whom is this climbing done? Ashtamurtehe, Lord Shiva. Ashtamurtehe Kailasa Gauram Vrisham Arurukshoho Padarpananugraha Prishtam. Okay, so while he is climbing the bull, what happens? He steps, or he puts his feet on the back of the bull, and by that has been purified. Okay. And then Avehi Mam Kinkaram Ashtamurtehe Kumbhodaram nama Nikumbha mitram. So avehi. Avehi means told or know. Actually, you know what that I am Kumbhodara and I am Nikumba's friend and whose servant I am? Kinkaram is servant. And whose servant? Ashtamurtehe. So servant of Shiva. And whose back has been purified by his feet when he is trying to climb the bull. So basically, when he is climbing the bull, he puts his foot on this Kumbhodara as a step stool. We can visualize Kumbhodara as a step stool. So to climb onto the bull, Lord Shiva places his foot on Kumbhodara's back. So he says, my back has been purified by the touch of Shiva's foot when he's climbing on to the bull, which is as white as the Mount Kailasha. Okay, so know that I am Nikumbha, servant of Shiva. Sorry, I am what is it? Kumbhodara, servant of Shiva, but friend of Nikumbha. Nikumba is again another servant of Shiva. So Mam Avehi. So know me as Kumbhodara, Nikumba's friend, Shiva's servant, and my back has been purified by the touch of Shiva's foot while he is climbing onto the bull, which is as white as the Mount Kailasha. So now let us look at the Tatparyam. Simhaha kathayati. Aham na samanya simhaha. Mama nama kumbhodaraha. Aham shivakinkarasya nikumbhasya mitram. Yada ishvaraha vrishabhavahanam आरोढुम इच्छति तदा मम पृष्ठस्योपरि पादं निक्षिप्य ततः आरोहति एवं मम पृष्ठं पवित्रम् अहं शिवस्य किंकरः अस्मि. Kinkaraha means a servant. So I am Shiva's servant. I am also Nikumbha's friend. And who is Nikumba? Shiva Kinkaraha. He is also a servant of Shiva. Yada Ishvaraha Vrishabhavahanam Arodhum Ichchati, whenever he wants to climb onto the bull, Tada Mama Prishtasyopari Padam Nikshipya, then he places his foot on my back and then he climbs. Tataha Arohati. Evam Mama Prishtam Pavitram. In that way, my back has been purified. Okay. So here the Kriya Padam is Avehi, means Janihi, means no. This is like Madhyama Purusha, Ekavachana. Kaha, so who should know? Tvam. Here that is not given, right? The Kartrupadam is not given. So we can take it as Adhyahritam. So Tvam Avehi. Kam Avehi, what should you know? Mam. You should know me, who I am. Kidrisham Mam Nikumbha Mitram Mam Avehi. Okay, know me as the friend of Nikumbha. Punaha Kidrisham Kumbhodaram Nama. Also know me as the one who has the name of Kumbhodara. Punaha Kidrisham Kinkaram. Also know me as the servant. Kasya Kinkaram Ashtamurtehe Kinkaram. Okay, as the servant of Lord Shiva. Kidrishasya Ashtamurtehe. What kind of Ashtamurtehe? Arurukshoho. Means he who is climbing. Kam Arurukshoho Vrisham. What is he climbing? The bull. Kidrisham Vrisham Kailasa Gauram. What kind of bull is he climbing? The one that is as white as the Kailasha mountain. Punaha Kidrisham Padarpananugraha Puta Prishtam. And again, what kind of me should you know? Me whose back has been purified by the touch of Shiva's foot. Okay. So that is the Anvaya Rachana for this. Any questions in these shlokas?
Yeah, in this, I'm just looking at the Padavi Varnam below. What is the dhatu for this Avehi? It says Ava Upasarga Purvaka in dhatu. What is in dhatu?
Aha, I think.
Where did you see? Aha also is the same. For aha, it is prathama purusha ekavachanam. This is avehi. Aha, no. Aha is also madhyama purusha ekavachanam.
Aha is tell, I think. No, I don't know. I don't remember. I think it's tell.
Avehi.
Yes. The word is avehi only. No, Mahodaya is saying aha kriyapadam. Maybe it has, they both are derived from the same.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I just thought. I just guessed basically.
So basically, in dhatu, if you take in dhatu, that meaning e dhatu actually. E. The dhatu is the complete dhatu is in. So ava is the prefix and e. Or we can take it as we also have a vehate. Let me see this one.
How do you how is it passed?
No.
How do you, what is the kriyapadam?
What is the kriyapadam for?
In dhatu, how do you parse it? The dhatu.
E. E will be the dhatu. How do you parse it in the sense like how does E become aha? That is what you're asking.
How do you make it a verb? How do you use it in verb form?
So here without, see, some dhatus cannot be used without a prefix, without an upasarga.
Okay.
So this you can take it as one such dhatu.
Okay.
So here ava is there. Ava plus E, ave, avehi. So in that way it came. Let me also see the other forms of this dhatu. If we have any, yeah, everything is with ava only. But let me also see with just E dhatu. With just E without any upasarga, let me double check if there are any forms. E adhyayane, gatau, smarane, and then gatau. So gatau adhyayane, smarane. So again, the same E dhatu has so many meanings also. They can be used in different meanings. So here, wherever I'm looking, no forms are given just for E dhatu. Just for E, the forms are not given. So for one form it is given, like smarane means a dhatu can be used in different meanings. One meaning of E dhatu is smaranam, means like remembering. For that, adhyeti is the prathama purusha ekavachana, but then it is used with adhi, with prefix adhi, right? But gatau, in dhatu it is given, right? There, so that is given as gatau. But then gatau means again to go. So E dhatu is commonly used as, in the gati sense, means movement. Okay. But here it is given in the sense of knowing. Because by the addition of ava, by the addition of the upasarga ava, I think the meaning can change. Like say for example, avagatam. Gatam means to be gone. But avagatam means to understand.
To understand.
So similarly here also, E normally is used, the in dhatu is used in the sense of gati, means movement. But when ava is added, the meaning changes to knowing. Okay? Okay. So that way the Anvay Rachana is done.
Aru Ruksha ante అది కాంప్లెక్స్ వర్డ్ కదమ్మా, అది దానికి ఏదైనా ఉత్పత్తి అని ఉందా అది?
ఆరు వృక్ష ఒక్కసారి చూస్తాను. ఆరు వృక్షు. So I think this is a Sannanta word. He who, ante this is like Sannanta. We haven't covered that That part we will be covering in this level only. Ante bhubukshuhu, jignasuhu means he who desires to know, he who is hungry. So similarly, he who wants to climb will be arurukshuhu.
Arohana arurukshuhu. Okay.
He who wants to climb. So when he wants to climb, so when he becomes into the person who wants to climb, then he will get on my back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So this is a Sannanta word is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But it can
actually,
be used. పాదార్పణానుగ్రహ పూతపృష్టం.
అది ఎవరనేది 3 రకాలుగా ఇచ్చాడండి ఇక్కడ.
ఏమని ఇచ్చాడు?
ఒకటేమో ఇక్కడ కింద అన్వయ రచనలో వృషం అన్నాడు, కమ్ ఆరు వృక్షం అంటే వృషం అన్నాడు, కీదృశ్యం వృషం అంటే కైలాస గౌరవం అన్నాడు, పునః కీదృశ్యం అంటే పాదార్పణ అనుగ్రహ పూత పృష్టం అని చెప్పాను. అంటే దాని వృషానికి కలుపుతున్నాడు.
అవునవును. కమ్ ఆరు వృక్షోహో అంటే ఎవరిని ఎక్కాలనుకుంటున్నాడు? వృషం, ద బుల్. కీదృశం వృషం మీన్స్ వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ బుల్? The bull that is as white as the Kailasa.
First one is the కైలాస గౌరవం అన్నాడు, అంటే కైలాసంగా లాగా తెల్లగా ఉన్నటువంటిది ఒకటి. పునః కీదృశ్యం అంటే పాదార్పణ అనుగ్రహ పూత పుష్టం అని చెప్పాను. అంటే వృషానికే వెళ్ళింది అది. వృషాన్ని ఎక్కినట్టుగా చెప్తున్నాడు అక్కడ. పాదార్పణం అనేది వృషానికి చూపిస్తున్నాడు అక్కడ, అదొక చోట. తర్వాత ఇంకోచోటి తాత్పర్యంలో రాసేటప్పుడు ఏవో మమ పృష్టం పవిత్రం అంటే ఈ కుంభోదరుడే చెప్తున్నట్టుగా చెప్తున్నాడు, తన మీదకే ఎక్కినట్టుగా చెప్తున్నాడు ఇక్కడ. ఇంకో చోట ఇక్కడ
తాత్పర్యంలో ఏముంది? మమ పృష్టం పవిత్రం,
మమ పృష్టస్యోపరి పాదం నిక్షిప్తే తతః ఆరోహతి.
కమ్ ఆరోహతి, వృషం ఆరోహతి.
వృషం ఆరోహతి మమ పృష్టస్యోపరి అని చెప్తున్నాడు ఇక్కడ.
మమ పృష్టస్య ఉపరి పాదం నిక్షిప్య. ఒక నిమిషం. మమ పృష్టస్యోపరి పాదం నిక్షిప్య మీన్స్ placing his foot on my back, he is climbing, but the climbing is not him, the bull.
Climbing is by Shiva. Shiva is climbing onto the bull, putting his feet on himself.
On the kumbhodara.
On kumbhodara is what he is saying here.
Correct.
Padam is okay, that is what is in తాత్పర్యం. ఇక్కడ అన్వయ రచనలో కీదృశం వృషం అని చెప్పినప్పుడు ఎద్దు గురించి చెప్తున్నాడు ఇక్కడ, బుల్. తర్వాత పునః కీదృశం అంటే దానికి ఈ పాదార్పణ అనుగ్రహ పూత పుష్టం అని చెప్పి.
No. That punah kidrusham refers to Kumodara, not the Vrisham.
That is true, but what Mahodaya is saying is, here he has given in the sequence that it is given, kam aru rukshoho vrisham, kidrisham vrisham kailasa gauram, punah kidrisham. So again the punah kidrisham is referring to vrisham is what he is saying.
That is applied to the bull here basically.
But Kumbhodara is also the bull, Bhagini, because both are friends.
Correct. That is correct. But both are bulls only.
కుంభోదర అయితే
సింహం రూపంలో ఉంది ఇక్కడ ఈ కాసేపు. But originally he is not always in the form of Simha. He is not a lion. He comes in the form of a lion because he was sent by Shiva. Or no, it is all Maya of Nandini basically.
Yeah, Maya of Nandini, correct.
Nandini. Now here for Padarpananugraha Puta Prishtam, it refers to Kumbhodara, but you are asking why is it Punaha Kidrisham as a follow-up of Vrisham? That is what you are asking, right?
Yeah.
One second. So Kidrishasya, no, this Punaha Kidrisham should go back to
Kumbhodara.
Should go back to Kidrisham Mam. Kidrisham Mam.
Okay. If it has gone there, then there is a question.
Punaha Kidrisham Kumbhodaram Nama. Punaha Kidrisham Kinkaram. Kasya Kinkaram. Since we have Kinkaram, we are deviating a little bit. Kasya Kinkaram Ashtamurtehe Kinkaram. Kidrishasya Ashtamurtehe Aru Rukshoho. Kam Aru Rukshoho Vrisham Aru Rukshoho. Kidrisham Vrisham Kailasa Gauram. But Punaha Kidrisham, this Punaha
is going back to the Kumbhodram.
Goes back to Kidrisham.
Okay. So
to avoid confusion, you can write this first.
Yeah. Okay.
Or up until before Kinkaram. Punaha Kidrisham Kinkaram is there, no?
Yes.
Before that, if you write, this confusion will not be there.
Correct. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, so we shall start Vyakaranam, the Bahuvrihi Samasa. 1 second. So, Bahuvrihi Samasa. Very interesting Samasa this is. So, we were discussing, when we were discussing about Tatpurusha Samasa, we said that the meaning of the Samastapadam is dominant in the Uttarapada. Uttarapada Pradhanyata Asti. Tatpurusha Samase. In Dvandva Samasa, every word has equal dominance or equal importance. Right? Whereas for Bahuvrihi Samasa, Anyapada Pramukhyata Asti. So, Uttarapada Nasti, Purvapada api Nasti. Anyapada. So, the meaning of Bahuvrihi does not lie in the first word or in the second word. It lies outside of the Samastapadam. So, say for example, Neela Meghaha. If I say Neela Meghaha, what comes to your mind? A cloud. Okay, of course, we are describing that the cloud is black, but cloud is the main object that is being mentioned in Neela Meghaha. Ramalayaha. Here, a place of worship or a place where certain things are done. So, the second word is the dominant meaning of the Samastapadam. The Purvapada is only adding more information to that second word, whatever the second word is representing. Whereas, if you come to Bahuvrihi, when I say Neelakantaha, what comes to your mind? Lord Shiva or the peacock, right? When I say Neelakantaha, we are not talking about the color blue. We are not talking about a throat. It is not just about a throat, right? When we say Neelakantaha, he who has a blue throat. It can be Lord Shiva or it can be a peacock. Depending on the context, we have to figure that out. So, Bahuvrihi Samasa is always like that. It Anyapada Pradhanyata Asti. So, it always refers to a third person outside of the word. And it is mostly used as an adjective. Okay, Bahuvrihi Samasa Padams are mostly used as adjectives. Okay. So, let us look at some of the words that are given here. Pitambaraha.
So, Karmadharaya is also an adjective, right? Karmadharaya is also used in the sense of an adjective.
Karmadharaya Samasa.
That
no,
is also
it will
adjective.
be. No. So, earlier when I said Neela Meghaha, that is a Karmadharaya Samasa. Visheshana Purvapada Karmadharaya Samasa. So, it has Visheshana in the Purvapada, but the Samastapadam itself is not a Visheshana. We are talking about the cloud, Neela Meghaha. Okay?
All right, I got the difference. Here the Samastapadam becomes the adjective.
The actual Samastapadam itself is used as an adjective. Neelakantaha Shivaha Agacchati. Neelakantaha Mayuraha Nrityati. So here Neelakantaha is describing the peacock or Lord Shiva. Okay. Pitambaraha Harihi. Pitambaraha. If I simply say Pitambaraha, somebody who is wearing yellow clothes. It can be anything. It can be the person next to us, or it can be Hari, or it can be, Lord Vishnu, or anybody, whoever is wearing, basically. So, Pitambaraha Harihi. Pitambaraha. We are not talking about the color yellow or ambaram means actually one meaning is the sky, but here it is taken in the sense of clothes. Are we talking about a piece of cloth here? No. We are talking about a person who is wearing yellow clothes. So the Anyapada Pradhanyata asti. So that is how we recognize Bahuvrihi words. Okay. They appear like Tatpurusha Samasa sometimes. But, and also keep in mind that certain words, you can decline them in Tatpurusha or Bahuvrihi. So it all depends on how you write the Vigraha Vakya. Okay. So we can either decline it as a Tatpurusha Samasa or a Bahuvrihi Samasa. But so if the word is given as a standalone word, then you can decline it as Tatpurusha or Bahuvrihi. But if it is used in a sentence, then we have to take the contextual clues also, see how that word is being used. Then it will be either Tatpurusha or Bahuvrihi. In a particular context, usually you cannot take it in both ways. Okay? Only if the word is given as a standalone. Pitambaram.
Neela Megha, Bhagini, so like if it is Neela Megha Shyamaha, so that would be Bahuvrihi, isn't it? So if it is Neela Megha only, then it becomes Tatpurush.
Neela Megha Shyamaha means here Neela Megha itself is taken as a adjective of Shyamaha, right? Means dark person. Right? So this Neela Megha itself will act as will act as adjective to Shyamaha. So here Neela Megha Shyamaha. Neela Megha Shyamaha means you are talking about Shyamaha.
So Anyapada, this one, no, the same thing. That
so here Shyamaha means dark, kada? Shyamaha means dark. So he who is as dark as the Neela Megha. Yes, you can say that Neela Megha Shyamaha is Bahuvrihi.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me tell you one example where a word can be declined in both Tatpurusha or Bahuvrihi. Now Pitambaram itself. Let us take Pitambaram itself. Pitam Ambaram. Visheshana Purvapada Karmadharaya Samasa, I can say. Here Ambaram means a piece of cloth. So Pitam Ambaram means a cloth that is yellow in color. So Visheshana Purvapada Karmadharaya Samasa, I can tell. Okay, you make a note that I'm taking this as a standalone word. It is not in the context of a sentence. And now in Bahuvrihi, how I can say is, Yaha Pitam Ambaram Dharati Saha Tam. Okay, means I took Bahuvrihi Pitambaraha and put it in Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Right.
So Pitambaraha is a Bahuvrihi Samasa, which is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Aham Pitambaram Namami. I am saluting Pitambaram. So here Pitambaram is, I am indicating a deity who is wearing yellow clothes and I am saluting him. So it became the Karmapadam of the Vakyam and so it is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Now based on this context of the sentence, when I say Aham Pitambaram Namami, then you know that Pitambaram is Bahuvrihi Samasa in Dvitiya Vibhakti. If I simply say Pitambaram without any sentence, then you can write the Vigraha Vakya in such a way that you can decline it as Tatpurusha or Bahuvrihi. That is what I am saying. Such words will be there, which can be declined either as Tatpurusha or as Bahuvrihi when they are given as a standalone word. But in a context, of course, you will always know how it is being used, whether in Tatpurusha or Bahuvrihi. So we won't have confusion when it is given in a sentence. Okay. So Pitambaraha. Now you understood how to use Pitambaraha. Prasanna Mukhaha. Prasannam Mukham Yasya Saha. Okay. He who has a pleasant face. Okay. He who has a pleasant face. So Yasya Saha is what we commonly use in writing the Vigraha Vakya for Bahuvrihi Samasa. He who has. Yasya Saha. So he who has a pleasant face, he. Saha prasanna mukhaha. Okay. Yasya prasannam mukham, saha prasanna mukhaha. He who has a pleasant face, he is referred to as prasanna mukhaha. Pitambaraha harihi. Pitambaraha. He who wears yellow clothes. Krita bhojanaha balaha. Krita bhojanaha. He who has already eaten. Okay, Krita Bhojanaha. He who has already eaten is called Krita Bhojanaha. Saha Krita Bhojanaha. He has already eaten. Sa Krita Bhojana, I think. If it is in Strilinga. Okay. Dhrita Pushpa Balika. Dhrita Pushpa. She who is wearing flowers. Dhrita Pushpa Balika. Patita Parnaha Vrikshaha. Patita Parnaha means from which all the leaves have fallen. That tree. Patita Parnaha means something from which the leaves have fallen. Vrikshaha. Nirgata Vyagram Vanam. Nirgata Vyagram. So that which has been left by the tiger. So this forest from which the tiger has left. So this is here, Nirgata Vyagram means a place from which the tiger has left. So here they are referring to a forest. Veera Purushaha Gramaha. Veera Purushaha Gramaha. So here the village is known for Veera Purushaha, where many brave people live. Okay. So here the declension of these words are also given. Prasannam mukham yasya saha. Pitam ambaram yasya saha. Here notice that mukham, ambaram are napumsakalinga shabdas. So that is why they are in napumsakalinga. And the adjectives of those words also should be in napumsaka. So prasannam mukham. Pitam ambaram. Okay. Kritam bhojanam yena saha. By whom the food has been eaten. Bhojanam has been done. By whom? So yena saha. Okay. Dhritani pushpani yaya sa. By whom the flowers have been worn. Okay. Patitani parnani yasmat saha. From which. So the Panchami Vibhakti yasmat is used. From which the leaves have fallen. That tree. Okay. Nirgataha Vyagraha Yasmat Saha. Again, from where the tiger has left. That. Veeraha Purushaha Yasmin Saha. Yasmin. Means here we are referring to a village in which many brave people are living. So Yasmin. Okay, in which place there are many brave people, that. Okay, Saha. Yasmin Veeraha Purushaha Santi Saha. In whichever place many people are there, Saha. Gramaha. Since Gramaha is a Pumlinga Shabda, Saha is used. Here in Nirgataha Vyagraha Yasmat Saha, Vanam is Napumsakam. So there Tat should be there actually. Okay. Okay. So then again Bahuvrihi is of several kinds. We have Samanadhikarana Bahuvrihi, Vyadhikarana Bahuvrihi, Nai Bahuvrihi, and Sahapurva Pada Bahuvrihi. Okay, 4 kinds.
Madam, sorry, madam. ఈ నిర్గత వ్యాఘ్రహ దానికి విగ్రహవాక్యం చెప్పారు, కొంచెం రిపీట్ చేస్తారా?
నిర్గతః వ్యాఘ్రః యస్మాత్ తత్ అనాలి. ఎందుకంటే హియర్ it is referring to the vanam which is an apumsakalinga word. Here saha is given.
So this we are giving tat only here.
Oh, you were given tat only. In my book saha is there, so I was mentioning that.
In the English book saha is there.
Tat anadi ikkada. Okay.
Yes. In our books saha is there, so I was trying to mention that.
Okay.
So bahuvrihi is of 4 kinds. One is samanadhikarana. Samanadhikarana means adhikaranam means adharam. Okay. Samanadhikaranam. So when I say Pitambaraha harihi, so here Pitam ambaram, both of them have the same vibhakti and linga and everything. Okay. Similarly, patita parnaha, patitam parnam, or patitani parnani, same linga, same vachana, everything will be the same vibhakti also. Whereas vyadhikarana bahuvrihi, so they don't have the same vibhakti or linga sometimes. So let us see. Shula panihi, shulam panau yasya saha, shula panihi, he who has shulam in his hands. Here shulam is ekavachana, panau is dvivachana. And shulam is napumsaka, panihi is pumlingaha. Okay. And shulam is in
What
prathama
is the
vibhakti.
meaning of pani, Bhagini? Hand. Okay.
And panau is in saptami vibhakti. Shulam is in prathama vibhakti, panau is in saptami vibhakti. So here we have these differences. Okay, especially the vibhakti will be different. Shulam panau yasya saha, he who has shulam in his hands. Okay,
in his hands.
Sorry, actually this is ekavachana only. Panau is ekavachana, but it is in saptami vibhakti.
In saptami vibhakti.
So the vibhaktis will be different.
Shulam pranapuskalingam chepparu kadamma. Okay.
So anantaram gada panihi, gada panau yasya saha. So here gada is in prathama vibhakti, panau saptami vibhakti again. Okay, so such kind of bahuvrihi padani are called vyadhikarana bahuvrihi, where in a samastapadam both words will be in different vibhaktis, whereas in the previous examples all of them are in the same vibhakti. All of them in the sense both words of each samastapadam are in the same vibhakti. Veera purushaha, veeraha purushaha, nirgata vyaghram, nirgatam vyaghram, patita parnaha, patitani parnani. All of them are in the same vibhakti.
So in this vyadhikarana bahuvrihi, mostly the second word is always in saptami vibhakti. Is it always in saptami?
No, not always. Here these two examples happen to be like that. They can be in different vibhaktis. Need not be always in saptami vibhakti. And then nai bahuvrihi means negation again. So adharmaha. Okay, adharmaha means he who does not follow dharma. Now in tatpurusha also we had nai tatpurusha, where we also can have adharmaha. There it is that which is not dharma. There we are with tatpurusha, remember the uttarapada pradhanyata asti. So dharma is what we are talking about. So adharmaha will be that which is not dharma, just the negation. Okay, but here anyapada pradhanyata. So when I say adharmaha, a person who is not following dharma. Aputraha, a person who does not have sons. Adhanaha, a person who does not have money. Okay, So in that sense, we can write. So avidyaha, he who does not have vidya. Na vidyate vidya yasya saha. Na vidyate dhanam yasya saha. Ashaktaha. Okay, he who does not have shakti. Na vidyate shaktihi yasya saha. Like that. Okay, that is nai bahuvrihi. So when adharmaha is given all by itself, it can be tatpurusha or it can be bahuvrihi. But if it is given in a sentence, adharmaha duryodhanaha, what did he do? He did many things. Vastrapaharanam kritavan. Right? So adharmaha duryodhanaha. There it is used as a bahuvrihi. Saha adharmaha. There also it is used as bahuvrihi. But again, saha adharmaha can also mean that is not dharma. That action is not dharma. Okay? But since it is a pumlinga shabda, though it is representing dharma, where in other languages we take it as either napumsaka or in napumsaka only mostly. But in Samskritam, since it is a pumlinga shabda, though it is representing dharma, it is, we still have to say saha adharmaha, means that is not dharma. It is not referring to a person who is not following dharma. It is referring to an action that is not dharma. Okay. Then we have Sahapurvapada Bahuvrihi. Sahapurvapada. The name itself is saying we will have Saha or Sa in front of the word. Sahapurvapada Bahuvrihi. So Sa Lakshmanaha means along with Lakshmana. So Sa means like Saha. So Ram Lakshmanena Saha. Like that you can take. Lakshmanena Saha. Vartate iti. Sa Lakshmanaha. So that
Abhimanam must have been such a word actually.
That is what I was telling. So with
pride.
Abhiman. With pride.
With pride. Sabhiman.
So then Saputraha, along with his son. Saharihi, along with Hari. Okay, with Hari. Vignopashantaye prasannavadanam Vishnum dhyayet. Vignopashantaye, okay, to clear of our vignas, prasannavadanam Vishnum dhyayet. So this is from our Shuklambaradharam Vishnum, from that shloka. Okay. Ratrau Rakshaka Bhataha Dandahastaha Griham Paritaha Bhramati. So Dandahastaha. Yasya haste dandaha asti saha. Okay. Or dandaha haste yasya saha. Either way you can write. Okay. Dandaha haste. Now this one is again Vyadhikarana Bahuvrihi. Dandaha haste yasya saha. He who has a stick in his hand. So that Rakshaka Bhataha. So this is a Visheshana to Rakshaka Bhataha. Griham Paritaha Bhramati. He is going around the house. Gadapanihi Vibhishanaha Chaturbihi Rakshasaihi Saha Utpapata. Gadapanihi Vibhishanaha. So Vibhishana with Gada in his hand. Chaturbihi Rakshasaihi Saha Utpapata. Along with 4 other Rakshasas, he rose into the sky. Chhatraha Shveta Vastraha Shalam Gachanti. Shveta Vastraha. Shvetaha Vastraha Yasya Saha. Or Yesham Te. Because here it is referring to Chhatraha. There are many people. So, Shvetaha Vastraha Yesham Te. We can put that Yasya Saha also in Bahuvachana.
Samanadhikarana kadamma.
Idi Samanadhikarana. Anantaram. Adhanaha. Adhanaha dhanam kamayante. Okay, so adhanaha na vidyate dhanam yesham te. By whom money is not possessed. Okay, adhanaha. Dasharatha Maharajaha bahukalam aputraha asit. Aputraha. Na vidyate putraha yasya saha. Okay, he who has no sons. Salakshmanaha sasitaha cha Ramaha vanam gataha. Now here if you notice Salakshmanaha sasitaha cha. Why Sitaha is there? Why is there a Visarga there? Why? Because
they are Visheshnas for Rama.
It is a Visheshana to Rama. So he who is with Sita. He who is with Sita. So Sasitaha. Ramaha vanam gataha. Kusumahastaha nartakyaha rangam pravishanti. Kusumahastaha. So Kusuma means flowers. Hastaha. So Kusumani haste yasyaha sa or yesham taha in Strilinga. Okay, because this is in Strilinga. Because it is used as an adjective of nartakyaha, which is a Strilinga shabda. So Kusuma, this is Vyadikarana. Kusumani haste yesham taha. So those who have flowers in their hands, those dancers, Rangam Pravishanti, they entered the stage. Umeshaha Sarvada Samitraha Bhavati. Samitraha. Umesha is always with friends. Himalaya Parvataha Unnata Shikaraha Asti. This is like Ramaha Uttamaha Asti. Okay, Rama is a good boy. Similarly, Himalaya Parvataha Unnata Shikaraha Asti. Himalaya Parvata is that it has the tallest peak. Okay. So here we have again the Vigraha Vakyas of the words that are given here. Prasannam Vadanam Yasya Saha. Dandaha Haste Yasya Saha. Gada Panau Yasya Saha. Shvetani Vastrani Yesham Te. Na Vidyate Dhanam Yesham Te. Na Vidyate Putraha Yasya Saha. Lakshmanena Saha. Lakshmanena Saha Vartate Iti. Sitaya Saha Vartate Iti. Kusumani Haste Yasam Taha. Yasam. Shashti Bahuvachana is Yasam. For Strilinga. Mitraihi Saha Vartate Iti. Sa Mitraha. Unnatani Shikharani Yasmin Saha. Unnata Shikaraha. Okay. That which has tall peaks. Okay. So, like I said before, the Bahuvrihi Samasta Padams can be used as Visheshanas. And whenever...
Madam, excuse me. Unnata Shikaraha Samanadhikarana Tavadamma?
Samanadhikaraname.
And ఇక్కడ దీంట్లో ఉన్నతాన్ని శిఖరాన్ని యస్మిన్ సహా అని చెప్పి రాశాడు. అంటే ఇది వ్యధికరణ బహువ్రీహిగా చూపిస్తున్నాడు ఇందులో.
లేదు. యస్మిన్ సహా కరెక్టే, అది విగ్రహ వాక్యం. ఉన్నతాని శిఖరాని ఆ రెండు సేమ్ విభక్తిలో ఉన్నాయా లేదా అని చూడాలి. To determine whether they are samanadhikarana or vyadhikarana, we have to see if the two words of the samastapadam are in the same vibhakti or not.
Okay.
Yasmin is different. Okay, that which has or that in which there are tall peaks. Here for Yasmin, you can even put Yesham. You can use Shashti Vibhakti also. Or Saptami Vibhakti. Because that which has, in that context, sometimes we can use Shashti or Saptami.
Okay. Thank you.
Anantaram. So like I said, Bahuvrihi Samasa Padams can be used as adjectives. And when they are being used as adjectives, they have to follow the noun. So they will take all the 3 lingas, vachanas, and all vibhaktis. That we have to keep in mind. So whenever a samastapadam is in vibhakti, in a particular vibhakti, and when we are trying to write the vigraha vakyam for that, we have to put the vibhakti aside, take the bahuvrihi samastapadam itself, like in the prathama vibhakti form, write the vigraha vakyam, and then add the vibhakti pronoun in whichever vibhakti it is supposed to be. So say for example, prasannam vadanam. Okay. Now here, vadanam is neuter. So prasannam also we took it in napumsakalinga. So prasannam vadanam asti. There is a pleasant face. Okay. Prasannam vadanam asti. There is a pleasant face. Here it is not bahuvrihi, right? Because prasannam vadanam asti. When I say prasannam vadanam asti, I am talking about there is a face. So vadanam is the priority here. So it will become tatpurusha. Visheshana, purvapada, karmadharaya, tatpurusha samasa, it will become. So we cannot use that. Okay. We cannot use that example for bahuvrihi. So for bahuvrihi, how do we use it? Saha prasanna vadanaha. Okay. He is somebody who has a pleasant face. So here prasanna vadanaha is in prathama vibhakti. Prasanna vadanam namatu. Okay, salute to the prasanna, to the person who has pleasant face. So here prasanna vadanam, it is in dvitiya vibhakti. So if we were to write vigraha vakya for this, prasannam vadanam yasya saha, and then comma tam namatu. Okay, he who has a pleasant face, to him you salute in that way. Prasanna vadanena saha aham patami. I am studying along with the person who has a pleasant face. Okay. So prasanna vadanaha. It is a compound word which can be used in all these vibhaktis. Prasanna vadanena saha, prasanna vadanena ramena saha aham patami. So if I add the kartripadam rama, then it will be more clear to you. Prasanna vadanena ramena saha lakshmanaha vanam gacchati. Right? Prasanna vadanena ramena saha sita vanam gatavati. Now you understood how it can be put in Tritiya Vibhakti. When we are writing the Vigraha Vakya for this word, again, Prasannam Vadanam, Yasya Saha, comma, Tena. Tena. Because here in this sentence, I am using this Prasanna Vadana Samastapadam in Tritiya Vibhakti. So I will write the Tritiya Vibhakti pronoun. Appropriate pronoun, because here it is referring to a Pumlinga Shabda, I used Tena. If the Prasanna Vadanam is that of Sita, say for example. So Prasanna Vadana, it will become, if it is Sita. Sita Prasanna Vadana. Prasanna Vadana, Prasanna Vadanaya Sitaya Saha Ramaha Vanam Gatavan. Okay, along with Sita, who has a pleasant face, Rama went to the forest. So like that, the bahuvrihi samasa padams can be used as visheshanas, and because visheshanas have to follow the noun in linga, vachana and vibhakti, they also will be put in vibhaktis. Okay, we have to watch out for that. Many times if some word is in some vibhakti, we ignore it. We don't think that it could be a samasta padam. So we have to watch out for such things. And then Shweta Vastraha. Shvetam Vastram Yasya Saha. Here Vastram is also Napumsakam. So in the Vigraha Vakya we write Shvetam Vastram Yasya Saha. So Shweta Vastraha Krishnaha Agachati. Krishna, who is wearing white clothes, is coming. Shweta Vastram Krishnam Pruchatu. You ask Krishna, who is wearing white clothes, or Ahvayatu, or call him. Shvetavastreena krishnena saha kamsaha yuddham karoti. Okay. Shvetavastreena krishnena saha kamsaha yuddham kritavan. Anantaram. Shvetavastraya krishnaya pushpani dadatu. Offer some flowers for Krishna who is wearing white clothes. Shvetavastrat krishnat pustakam swikarotu. Take the book from Krishna who is wearing white clothes. Shvetavastrasya balakasya nama Krishnaha. The boy who is wearing white clothes, his name is Krishna. Svetavastre Krishne Vishwasam bhavatu. Have some faith in Krishna who is wearing white clothes. Like that, Bahuvrihi Samasta Padam can be declined in all vibhaktis. Okay. Dhritam pushpam yayasa. So, Dhrita pushpa. Likhitam chitram yayasa. By whom a picture was drawn. Likhita chitra. So, it represents a girl or a lady who has drawn a picture. Bahavaha janaha yasmin tat. So, that which has a lot of people. It can be, here in this case, griham. Tat refers to a napumsakalinga. So, you have to pick something that is in napumsaka. Griham is napumsaka. Here you cannot say gramaha. Vanam is napumsaka. So, bahavaha janaha yasmin tat can refer to a forest which has many people living, or a griham, anything. So, janaha is a masculine gender word, but bahujanam. Okay, bahujanam. The samastapadam bahujanam is neuter. That also will happen all the time. A neuter word can turn into a masculine, like pitambaraha. Ambaram is an apumsaka word, but pitambaraha, there we are putting visarga. Why? Because we are not talking about ambaram, we are talking about a person who is wearing yellow clothes. So similarly here also, that place which has a lot of people, here that place is in napumsaka, griham. Okay, so that is why bahujanam, though janaha is a pumlinga word, in the compound it is representing a place which is in napumsaka. So bahujanam. Such things also we have to keep in mind. So while dissolving a bahuvrihi, the vachana of the compound words must be determined from the meaning of the compound word. Prasannam vadanam yasya saha. So vadanam, there will be only one face to anybody. So here we have to take it as singular. Because, so say for example, if I say prasanna vadanani, prasanna vadanaha. If I say prasanna vadanaha, what does it mean? Does it mean a lot of faces that are pleasant, or many people who have pleasant faces?
Many people.
Many people who have pleasant faces. Face per person will be only one. So that is what he is saying here. Vishale. Yeah. But his faces are not prasanna, so it doesn't imply to him. Vishale netre yasyaha sa. Here netra means two. Normally people will have two netras, other than some demons or Lord Shiva. So here netre we have to take it in dvivachana. Vishale netre yasyaha sa. So while writing the Vigraha Vakya, we have to keep these in our mind. Shvetaha keshaha yasya saha. So Shveta keshaha, he who has white hair. Nobody will have one white hair or two white hairs. Usually they will have more than two. So Shvetaha keshaha, it is in bahuvachana. Yasya saha, Shveta keshaha. Okay. Anantaram san pratyayaha. So san pratyayaha basically is no, the one that we discussed earlier. You were asking about aru rukshaha. He who is desirous of climbing, he who wants to climb. Okay. So having ichcha in certain kriyas, we use san pratyayanta to indicate that. Jignasa, he who is desirous of knowing. Bubhuksha, he who is desirous of eating. Means he is hungry. We use it in the sense of somebody who is hungry. Bubhuksha. Similarly, pipatishu. Pipatishu, he who is desirous of reading or learning. Okay, like that. So to express that meaning, we use san pratyaya. Okay, so let us look at some words. Pipatishati. The kriya padam. Here these can be written in three ways normally. Okay, as a kriya padam, and then as a quality, and then as a person. So pipatishati is a kriya padam. Saha pipatishati means he is desirous of reading. Okay, pipatisha means having the desire to read. So Ramasya pipatisha asti. Rama has the desire to read. Okay. Pipatishuhu, he who is desire. It is indicating a person here. Okay. So saha pipatishuhu. Saha pipatishati. Also we can say he wants to read. Saha pipatishuhu. He is desirous of reading. Tasya pipatisha asti. He has the desire of to read. Okay. So there is a fine difference in how you express the meaning of the words. But these are the three commonly used forms for the san pratyaya. Okay. So let us look at these sentences. Saha Bhagavad Geetam pipatishati. So he is desirous to read Bhagavad Gita. Tvam idam karyam chikirshasi kim. Chikirshasi, having a desire to do, wanting to do. Kriya, some kriya. Tvam idam karyam chikirshasi kim. Do you want to do this work? Aham Mysuru nagaram jigamishuhu asmi. I want to go to Mysore. Mumukshavaha, those who want moksha. Okay, those who desire to attain moksha. Mumukshavaha sarve adau upanishadaha Geetam Brahmasutrani cha pipatishanti. So those who want to attain moksha would also want to read these three. Okay, Upanishads and Gita and Brahmasutrani. Alasaha ayam sada sushupsati uttittaha chet bubhukshate. Alasaha means a lazy person. Alasaha ayam, this being a lazy person, this person, sada sushupsati, always sleeps. Uttitaha chet, if he wakes up, bubhukshate, wants to eat. So he either wants to sleep or wants to eat. Aham upahara mandiram jigamishuhu kshiram pipasuhu cha. So I want to go to upahara mandiram and drink some milk. Saha bahubhyam eva nadim titirshati. Bahubhyam means with his both hands. This is in dvivachana tritiya vibhakti. Okay, bahuhu. Ukaranta pumlinga shabdaha. In tritiya vibhakti dvivachana. Bahubhyam. With his two hands. Nadim titirshati. He wants to swim the river with his two hands. So sometimes people do know they want to ride from North India to South India. Like that, this particular person wants to swim with his both hands. Vijnanasya jignasa bahunam asti, kintu dharmasya jignasa keshanchideva asti. Vijnanasya jignasa bahunam asti. So there are many people who are desirous of learning Vijnanam means science. Kintu dharmasya jignasa keshanchideva asti. But there are very few people who are desirous of knowing dharma. Adhyayananantaram nyayavadi bubhushuhu asmi. Bubhushuhu, wanting to become. Okay, it is the Sannanta form of bhavati. Adhyayananantaram, after studies, I want to become a lawyer. Mama api asmin vishaye kinchit vivaksha asti. Okay, in this matter, even I would like to say something. Vivaksha, wanting to say something. Okay. So, what does tell Mahoday?
Madam, fifth sentence lo Alasoyam sada sushupsati. Okay. ఉత్థిత చేత్ బుభుక్షతే అన్నాడండి. అది ఆత్మనేపది పరస్మేపది బుభుక్షతే బుభుక్షతి అనుకుంటే బుభుక్షతే అన్నాడు. అది
భుంక్తే. It is the sannanta form of bhunkte, which is an atmanepadi kriyapadam.
ఇది ఆత్మనేపది అండి. ఓహో, ఇక్కడ కూడా ఆ కాంప్లికేషన్ కూడా ఉంది ఇక్కడ. వీటికి ఎట్లా నేర్చుకోవడం, వీటికి
just exposure, continuous exposure to the words only. That is how. Chalu. Nothing out of the book you will be asked in the exam, and these are more than enough. Because I have been looking at some kavyas. Mostly this mumukshavaha will be there, bhubukshate will be there, jignasa will be there.
వివక్ష అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ నా వివక్ష అంటే వివక్ష చూపడం అంటే కొంచెం పార్షియాలిటీ చూపించడం అని చెప్పి అంటారు కదండి.
Vivaksha, yeah, they say that, but in Sanskrit, no. Sometimes the meanings in Telugu change from the original.
Okay.
So here, so vach dhatu. To vach dhatu, the san pratyaya is added.
Vach dhatu and vivaksha.
Vach dhatu. So vach dhatu, what is vach dhatu? Prathama purusha ekavachana. Vadati, vadati ki vad dhatu. This is either vachati or vachayati. Vachati or vachayati. Vadati is vad dhatu.
Vadda andi. Okay, sorry.
So vivaksha.
Okay. వచ్ అంటే ఏంటండి? ఇంతకీ అయితే చెప్పడం అండి.
వచ్ also is to speak only. Yes, both vach or vad, they mean the same.
Okay.
But we just have ఇప్పుడు బ్రూ ధాతు కూడా అంతే, to speak only. So all these are to speak or to say something or this, but they so many dhatus are there for the same meaning.
Yeah, of course. Okay, thank you.
So here let us look at the vigraha vakyams. We don't it's not vigraha vakyam exactly, just how the kriya padams are described, the sannanta padams. So pipatishati means padhitum ichchati, chikirshati kartum ichchati, jigamishuhu gantum ichchuhu. Okay, so ichchuhu means he who is desirous to do what? Gantum. So gantum ichchuhu. If it is a kriya padam, ichchati you will get. Okay. Mumukshavaha moktum ichchavaha. This is in bahuvachana. Mumukshuhu is ekavachana.
Jigamishuhu అనేది ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ అండి.
ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచన, అది క్రియాపదం కాదు. ఇట్ ఈస్ a నామపదం. It is jigamishuhu means a person who is desirous of going. Saha jigamishuhu, he is desirous of going. It is ukaranta pumlinga shabdah. Prathama vibhakti ekavachana rupa.
Okay.
Guruhu jigamishuhu, guruhu guravaha, jigamishuhu jigamishavah.
పుల్లింగం అండి.
పుంలింగ పదం. Mumukshavaha moktum ichchavaha. This is already in bahuvachana. Mumukshuhu is in ekavachana. Mumukshavaha is in bahuvachana. So ichchavaha also is ichchuhu becomes ichchavaha. Pipatishanti, patithum icchanti. Te pipatishanti. They are desirous of reading. So, since it is Bahuvachana, pipatishanti. So, pipatishati will again take all the lakara forms. Okay, because it is Kriya Padam. It is a Kriya Padam, it will take all lakara forms.
Okay.
Pipatishati, pipatishataha, pipatishanti, pipatishasi. You are desirous of reading. So, tvam pipatishasi. Aham pipatishami. Like that. I am desirous.
Wow.
It will take all the lakara. Anantaram sushupsati. Swaptum ichchati means to sleep, having a desire to sleep. Bubhukshate. Bhoktum ichchati. Okay, he likes to eat. Jigamishuhu. Gantum ichchuhu. So this is again representing a person. It is a nama pada.
Okay.
Pipasuhu. Patum ichchuhu. This is padhatu, means like pibati. Okay?
Yeah.
But it is representing a person. Titirshati. Taritum ichchati. This is again a kriya padam. He who has a desire to swim. Jignyasa, jnatum ichcha. This is a quality. Okay, bhavam, like having a desire to know. Okay. So let us stop here. We'll do the abhyasam and the rest of the chapter next week. And next week also, I will be back only on Tuesday. So Tuesday, I cannot take the class. Next week also, we'll keep it on Wednesday.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Have a safe trip, Bhagini.
Thank you. Thank you. Sure. I also hope the same.
Can we have one class only for grammar next week? I mean,
yeah, this is
revision
overwhelming. This is overwhelming.
It's a bit overwhelming today.
Yeah. Yeah, we can briefly discuss the grammar concepts that we have covered so far. Like in the samasa, what are the samasas that we have covered? Tadhita, what are the different kinds of tadhita words we have seen? And then now sannanta. Like in Kovida, this variety of items are more.
Yeah, too many.
Compared to shiksha. In shiksha, you have only one concept.
It's also the overlap. It's also the overlap of the samasas, like tatpurushan, bahuvrihi. If you're not contextual, you get confused.
Yes.
So that is
initially, definitely the writing the Vigraha Vakyam will need a little practice.
We can't come to Alankaras yet, that will be more confusing.
But Alankaras,
yeah.
Yeah. But we don't cover much in depth.
Okay.
Basic Alankaras only will be given. We won't.
Yeah.
Even this also basic is covered. So though we have a variety of items, they are simple, but this Sannanta can be really confusing initially. For me, I didn't even pronounce certain words, without several attempts initially. Then that one is a little confusing, and then writing the Vigraha-vakyams initially will be a little challenging. But like always with practice, it will get better.
Madam, side question. మీ దగ్గర అది MA Sanskrit వ్యాకరణం టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ ఉందా అమ్మా?
So we followed Laghu Siddhanta, Siddhanta Kaumudi.
Siddhanta Kaumudi.
Vyakaranam.
There is no particular, there is no separate text for that, textbook for that?
No. They took a few prakaranas. They took a few prakaranas from Siddhanta Kaumudi, and we bought the Siddhanta Kaumudi book itself, and we didn't have the whole book in our syllabus. Whatever chapters were there, we just followed those.
Siddhanta Kaumudi is completely, again, sutras.
All Panini's sutras, and with Vartikam and Mahabhashyam. Mahabhashyam unda leda? Ledu. Only Vartika is given.
So we are way behind to go to that, right, madam?
To go to Siddhanta Kaumudi?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I wouldn't say.
We can't follow that, I think, right now.
You cannot follow it without guidance. That much I can tell. But but I don't agree with we are way behind also. It is only a matter of exposure. It is only a matter of exposure. So when I completed my Kovida, I also thought, oh, Samskrita Bharati 4-level course